From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
This is a WFT News Update. I'm Alexis Greaves.
And I'm Sofia Mingote. Thank you for joining us. Florida's Republican-controlled House of Representatives passed a measure seeking to prevent workers from being required to get vaccinated against COVID-19. The 78-39 vote came on the third day of a special legislative session called by Governor Ron DeSantis. Under the bill, Florida private sector workers could avoid vaccination requirements if they provide medical reasons, religious reasons, or can demonstrate immunity from a prior infection. They can also be exempt if they agree to wear personal protective equipment. The legislation would also bar government agencies from requiring workers to be vaccinated.
Books can be an essential part of education. College students know the cost of books and supplies all too well, so they decided to give back. As WFT's Gabriella Mercurio tells us, college students in Gainesville are using what they're learning in class to make a difference.
UF Gifts Worth Giving is a social change group created by 4 University of Florida students. After learning about the effects of social media on society, co-founder Justin Genis wanted to put his knowledge to use.
One big thing we're learning is how social media affects social change.
Genis and his classmates partnered with Boys and Girls Club of Alachua County to encourage education for children in the community.
And so we know that one of the ways to break that cycle of poverty and disrupt intergenerational poverty is through reducing the achievement gap, and one of the best ways to do so is by encouraging students to read at a young age.
In an effort to reduce the gap, the group is collecting donations from now up until Christmas.
If you would like to donate, you can bring a book to drop off, or you can give a money donation through Venmo.
Co-founder Emily Jowers is excited to reach their donation goals.
We've actually gotten a good amount of feedback so far. We've gotten a little over $100 in donations.
Jowers believes these donations are one small step in making a difference for kids in the community.
I think it's extremely important to invest in kids, especially at an educational level. It's important that everyone has a fair education and equal opportunity.
The next book drop-off donation drive is December 1st. Gabriella Mercurio, WUFT News.
The group plans to have incentives like Christmas cookies and candy canes at its next donation drive for people who come to support the cause.
Last week, much of the nation paused to honor veterans. For the North Florida South Georgia Veterans Affairs Hospital, veterans are the focus daily. As WUFT's Emily Palazzotto reports, a new facility will make health care more convenient for veterans.
Stability, structure, protection. That's what some say veterans provide. North Florida South Georgia's newest VA hospital offers veterans the latest technologies, ensuring they receive the best care possible.
Our veterans have served our country, and they've served our country well, and it is our honor to serve them.
Right behind me is one of the new buildings for veteran care. Construction is well underway for primary care and mental health clinics.
That integration with academic medicine, with the VA care as well as the private sector community care, that really benefits the community.
According to the 2019 census report, roughly 6,000 veterans live in Gainesville. Executive leaders say this is a favorable location due to its close proximity to I-75, making it accessible for veterans in nearby counties.
It's really an opportunity to memorialize really the modernization and the progress that VA is making when it's building new infrastructure and modernizing the way we deliver care to veterans. So it's really a visible statement to show that progress is being made.
The signed beam will be the last beam installed during construction, providing stability, structure, and protection to continue to honor veterans. Emily Palazzotto, WUFT News.
Plans for the facilities were approved following Congress's legislation of the Choice Act in 2017. The accessibility and ability to have both facilities on one campus made Gainesville the ideal location.
Today started off cold, but it's feeling hot right now.
Yes, it is. Let's turn over to Zoey Robinson to get the forecast for the week. Zoey?
Yeah, it was another gorgeous fall day here across campus. A little bit cloudier compared to yesterday, but can't complain with this weather. Temperatures also slightly warmer than yesterday. Earlier in the day, we cracked into about the upper 70s and low 80s in some areas, but now we're beginning to cool down as we head towards sunset, and the rest of the evening will continue to cool down. Mild conditions are expected all throughout the rest of the night with partly cloudy skies. So temperatures shouldn't be as cold as they have been overnight, but because of those clouds, we do have a chance for patchy dense fog, mainly if you are in Lake City, Stark, or really all of Baker County. Just be a little mindful if you head out early in the morning. For the rest of the afternoon tomorrow, though, spotty showers are likely. For the rest of the later part of the morning, expecting mostly clear conditions as far as rain. Could see a few passing clouds. Temperatures rising into the mid-70s by lunchtime, and then for the rest of the afternoon, warming up a little bit more from there, and we'll have an ongoing chance of a passing shower or two, and that's because of moisture rising up from the south. A lot of rainfall towards southern parts of Florida. Central Florida, near where I-4 and kind of the turnpike are, could see some passing showers, and I wouldn't be surprised if a few of those broke off and made their way into north central Florida, especially as that cold front passes. On the backside, though, I'm expecting it to clear out in terms of rain, but it won't clear out in terms of cloud coverage, and this isn't the best news because we actually have a lunar eclipse early Friday morning. So the best time to see this eclipse will be at about 4:03 in the morning. Take a look though, we have a partial eclipse happening for almost 3.5 hours, and this is actually the longest partial eclipse in almost 600 years. So really cool stuff. If you are able to stay up late or wake up early in the morning, it'll be a great sight to see, and that's why I'm hoping those clouds will break in time for the lunar eclipse. But then nevertheless, on the backside of that cold front, cloudy conditions remain, temperatures lowering to near seasonal averages during the afternoons and remaining just a little bit warmer than normal during the mornings. Now to Harrison Smajovits with sports.
Welcome to sports. I'm Harrison Smajovits. Gator volleyball has a match tonight against Auburn. As the regular season nears its end, the Gators aim to finish strong. Florida holds an all-time record against Auburn of 51-2. Under Coach Mary Wise, the Gators are 47-1. The Gators eye extending its winning streak to 7 matches. Tayara Caesar enters the match looking to close in on 1,000 career digs. This milestone will go alongside her 1,000 career kills that she reached last year. Gator men's basketball hosts Milwaukee for a game on Thursday. The Gators are ranked in the AP poll for the first time this season following the win against FSU. Forward Colin Castleton comes in as the reigning SEC Player of the Week following his performance against the Noles. This is the first time since Week 10 of last season that Florida is ranked. Florida will play the Panthers for just the second time ever, with the first time coming in the second round of the 2006 NCAA tournament. Only 2 games remain for the Florida Gators football team. Florida improved to 5-5 on the year back on Saturday with a win over the FCS Sanford Bulldogs. Pro Football Focus ranked Gators senior running back Damian Pierce as the top-rated running back in America. Highlights include Pierce's 6.6 yards per carry. Pierce has yet to receive more than 10 carries in a game this season. In this morning's SEC teleconference, Florida head coach Dan Mullen spoke on Pierce's time in Gainesville.
If you look at what he's done coming in as a freshman and playing on special teams, playing on offense throughout his entire career, he's been an extremely consistent performer for us, brings a lot of high energy every day to practice.
The Gators will hit the road Saturday to Columbia to take on Missouri. While on the topic of college football, let's take a look at the latest college football playoff poll. Georgia, Alabama, Oregon, and Ohio State round out the top 4, with Cincinnati being the first team out. Tampa Bay Rays manager Kevin Cash has once again been named American League Manager of the Year. This is the second straight year that Cash has received the award. Cash joins former Braves manager Bobby Cox as the second manager ever to win the award in back-to-back years. The Rays manager is the first American League manager to achieve this. Cash also joins Joe Madden as the second Rays manager to win Manager of the Year twice. That'll do it for sports.
Thanks, Harrison. With Thanksgiving around the corner, the Bread of the Mighty Food Bank is asking community members to write messages of hope for those in need. In addition to collecting donations year-round, during the holidays, Bread of the Mighty Food Bank is asking volunteers to write an encouraging message of hope. They will post the Thanksgiving thankful cards on their social media platforms starting Wednesday and all day Thursday. The messages will also accompany the food packages being given to families and agencies in need. To fill out a card, you can head to the Bread of the Mighty website. Communication and Development Director Lisa Mueller hopes to continue this initiative through the rest of the holiday season and hopefully year-round.
The card for this season is hope. I don't know, I just think that that's so important, and so I just really love the idea of extending that because it's more than just sustenance for people.
During this season, the food bank is putting emphasis on collecting canned fruits, meats, potatoes, and vegetables like yams. When you donate $1 to the Bread of the Mighty Food Bank, you are providing 8 meals for people in need. Thanks for keeping up with WFT News on Facebook. I'm Alexis Greaves.
And I'm Sofia Mingote. That's our time for now, but your Florida news is always on at WUFT.org.